country's 36 lakh families affected by second wave of corona to get financial assistance. The program of sending cash directly through EFT to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina tomorrow. Bangladesh's foreign exchange reserves hit record $45 billion milestone even during corona situation. Government considering resumption of public transport after the ongoing lockdown ends, says Ubaidul Qadir, urging transport owners and workers to be patient. BNP leaders are seen on TV screen only, not seen by the side of the country's people, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Food aid and cash distribution continues among unemployed people affected by corona situation through public-private initiatives. Record more than 4 lakh fresh corona cases identified in India in 24 hours. 3,523 people died from coronavirus during this period. And in Pallekele, Sri Lanka scored 17 runs for 2 wickets against Bangladesh in the second innings at the end of the third day of the last of 2-match test series. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan, welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has again stood with humanitarian support beside the country's destitute and vulnerable people hit hard by the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic to ease their hardship in this difficult time. To this end, the Prime Minister will provide financial help of 2,500 taka each to 36,50,000 severely affected families, as she has reassured the nation that her government remain beside the people, asking them not to panic. The Premier tomorrow will launch the second phase of financial assistance distribution to 36,50,000 families who have been hit hard by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. The disbursement of cash support would be channeled through G2P, Government to Person, using Mobile Financial Services, MFSS, in the wake of fresh surge of deadly coronavirus. To this end, the Premier has allocated 912 crore 50 lakh taka, where each family would receive 2,500 taka. Earlier last year, when the first wave of COVID-19 hit the country, the Prime Minister provided cash support of 2,500 taka each to 36,50,000 poor families and vulnerable groups across the country. The country's foreign reserve has reached $44.85 billion on April 28, mainly due to a slowdown in import payments following the fresh spike in COVID-19 infections and surge in remittance ahead of Eid al-Fitr. This is a new record in the country's remittance history, which has exceeded all previous records. Continuation of export earnings and increase of foreign loan have also contributed to boost foreign reserve. According to Bangladesh Bank, expatriates have sent $1.8 billion remittance during 27 days of April. $18.6 billion has come to the country from July to March of the current fiscal year. Expatriates have sent a total of $20.4 billion till April 27th of the current fiscal year, which is 37% more than the last fiscal year. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir has said the government is thinking to launch public transport in consideration of people's sufferings ahead of Eid. He urged the transport workers to be patient and not to go on strike on the issue. Ubaidul Qadir made the urge while briefing journalists from his official residence in the capital this morning.
লকডাউনের পর ঈদকে সামনে রেখে জনস্বার্থে কথা বিবেচনা রেখে সরকার গণপরিবহন চালুর ব্যাপারেও চিন্তা ভাবনা করছে। কাজেই আন্দোলন বিক্ষোভে না গিয়ে আমি বাংলাদেশে পরিবহন শ্রমিক ভাইদের আপাতত ধৈর্য ধরার আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি। সরকারের পরবর্তী সিদ্ধান্ত এর মতো কথামালা চাতুরি চালিয়েই যাচ্ছে। আমরা জনগণকে বলতে চাই, আপনারা শেখ হাসিনার প্রতি আস্থা রাখুন। বিগত দিনে যেভাবে আপনারা আস্থা রেখেছেন, বিকল্প যে কোনো উৎস থেকে হোক দেশের জন্য ভ্যাকসিন সংগ্রহ করা হচ্ছে।
While speaking about historic May Day, the Road Transport and Bridges Minister said Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had declared Labour policy on September 27 in 1972 to build a society without exploitation. Obaidul Qadir also said Sheikh Hasina, daughter of Bangabandhu, is working relentlessly for the exploited, deprived, oppressed and hard-working people by following the ideology of Father of the Nation.
আন্তর্জাতিক শ্রমিক দিবস জাতির পিতার পদাঙ্ক অনুসরণ করে বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা দেশরত্ন শেখ হাসিনা দেশের নিপীড়িত মেহনতি মানুষের অধিকার রক্ষায় নিরলস কাজ করে যাচ্ছেন। শেখ হাসিনা সরকার শ্রমিক বান্ধব সরকার। গত এক দশকে বাংলাদেশের শ্রম পরিস্থিতি সন্তোষজনক অবস্থা উত্তীর্ণ হয়েছে। শিশু শ্রম নিষিদ্ধ, শ্রম আইন বাস্তবায়ন থেকে শুরু করে পোশাক শ্রমিকদের বেতন বৃদ্ধি, কৃষি শ্রমিকদের ন্যায্য পাওনা পরিশোধ করার ব্যবস্থা করেছে সরকার।
Information and Broadcasting Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said BNP leaders are seen only on television screens, but they don't stand by the people. They become visible only during votes, but Awami League has been besides the people and will remain by them in future, he added. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said this indicating the BNP. He was speaking at a program at Advocate Nurul Safa Talukdar Municipality Auditorium in Rangunia of Chattogram today. NNK Foundation organized the program to distribute food among local people. Dr. Hassan Mahmood says Awami League came to power with votes of poor and working class people. That is why Awami League always speaks for them.
মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী আওয়ামী লীগ সভাপতি জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা নির্দেশনা দিয়েছেন যাতে করে দলের নেতাকর্মীরা জনগণের পাশে থাকে। সেই কারণে আমাদের দলের বিভিন্ন পর্যায়ের নেতৃবৃন্দ তারা জনগণের পাশে দাঁড়িয়েছেন। আমাদের পারিবারিক যে দাতব্য প্রতিষ্ঠান এনএনকে ফাউন্ডেশনের পক্ষ থেকে, আমাদের পরিবারের পক্ষ থেকে মানুষের মধ্যে ত্রাণ সামগ্রী বিতরণ করা হয়েছে। এই দ্বিতীয় দফা যখন আবার লকডাউন ঘোষণা করা হয়েছে, এই দফায় আমরা সিদ্ধান্ত গ্রহণ করেছি যে আমাদের এনএনকে ফাউন্ডেশন এবং পরিবারের পক্ষ থেকে 10,000 মানুষের মধ্যে আমরা খাদ্য সামগ্রী বিতরণ করব। যদি প্রয়োজন হয় তাহলে আমরা আরও সাহায্য খাদ্য সামগ্রী বিতরণ করব। এছাড়া সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর তরফ থেকে পৌরসভা এবং প্রত্যেক ইউনিয়নের জন্য কিছু বরাদ্দ এসছে। আমরা সিদ্ধান্ত গ্রহণ করেছি যে সেগুলো আমরা খাদ্য সামগ্রী কিনে সেগুলো আমরা জনগণের মধ্যে বিতরণ করব। বাংলাদেশ আওয়ামী লীগের সভাপতি বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা নির্দেশ দিয়েছেন কৃষকের পাশে দাঁড়ানোর জন্য। সেই কারণে সমগ্র বাংলাদেশে আমাদের দলের নেতৃত্বে দলের বিভিন্ন সহযোগী সংগঠন তারা মানুষের কৃষকের ধান কেটে দিচ্ছে এবং সেই ধান আবার মাথার উপর করে তারা প্রত্যেকের বাড়ি বাড়ি পৌঁছে দিচ্ছে। কারণ আমাদের দল খেটে খাওয়া মানুষের দল, আমাদের দল মেহনতি মানুষের দল, আমাদের দল গরিব মানুষের দল, আমাদের দল গরিব মানুষের কথা ভাবে। আর অনেকে গরিব মানুষের কথা ভাবে না, তারা টেলিভিশনের পর্দায় প্রতিদিন সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে শুধু সমালোচনা করে। টেলিভিশনের পর্দাতেই শুধু তাদের দেখা যায়, জনগণের সাথে তাদের দেখা যায় না। ঢাকা শহরে প্রেস ক্লাবের সামনে দেখা যায়, মাঝে মধ্যে নয়াপল্টনের সংবাদ সম্মেলন করার জন্য দেখা যায়, আর বেগম খালেদা জিয়ার রাজনৈতিক কার্যালয়ে দেখা যায়, অথবা ঘর থেকে তারা অনলাইনে সংযুক্ত হয়ে সরকারের সমালোচনা করে। কই তাদেরকে তো সমগ্র বাংলাদেশে কোথাও খুঁজে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না এখন। সুতরাং আমাদের দল জনগণের পাশে আছে এবং থাকবে।
Relief materials were distributed among 2,000 people of Rangunia municipality, Moriamnagar, Chandrakhona, Kodamtoli, Bodua and Sripur, Korundip. Leaders and activists of Awami League and its associate bodies were present at the program. Later, at Rangunia Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood exchanged views with leaders and activists. He called upon all to work together to tackle the coronavirus pandemic. Meanwhile, Information Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood distributed the keys of combined harvester machines among farmers for paddy harvesting at Rangunia of Chattogram. Terming the present government as farmer-friendly, he said Bangladesh has now become a country of food surplus from a country of food shortage due to modernization of agriculture. All these have been possible due to dynamic leadership of Bangabandhu's daughter, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, he added. 60 COVID-19 patients died in the country in a day, taking the death toll to 11,510. The tally of infections rose to 7,60,584 with 1,452 new cases. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services confirmed this today. The recovery count rose to 6,84,671 after another 3,245 recovered during the period. Under the ongoing lockdown situation, distribution of relief materials have been continued among the jobless and distressed people across the country. District administration and people's representatives are distributing food and relief materials from Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's humanitarian assistance. In continuation of such relief operations, State Minister of Water Resources AKM Inamul Haq Shamim handed over relief materials among 1,000 poor and helpless people of Naria Poroshawa and Shoritpur district today. A relief distribution program was arranged by Khulna City Jatiya Shromik League at Shahid Hadis Park to help about 500 workless laborers this morning. State Minister for Labour and Employment Affairs Begum Monujan Sufyan and City Mayor Talukdar Abdul Khalik were present on the occasion. On behalf of State Minister for Information and Broadcasting Dr. Murad Hassan, Deputy Commissioner of Jamalpur District, along with local leaders and workers, distributed various relief materials including saris, lungis, rice and pulse to over 500 helpless people of Shorishabari Upazila. At the initiative of Bangomata Fuziluddin-Nisa Mujib Cultural Center distributed relief materials to about 60 helpless artists of Norail district. Similar initiative was taken by Faridpur district administration. They distributed relief goods to about 500 distressed people of Faridpur district. DC of Junaida district Mujibur Rahman handed over rice and cash money as relief to about 250 poor and suppressed people. Daffodil University arranged a relief distribution program at Ashulia Anwar Jong Government Primary School ground under Savar Thana in Dhaka district today. Besides, cash money and relief materials were also distributed among poor people by the local district administrators of Pirojpur, Natur, Lokhipur, Gaibandha, Kamrangi Chor under Keraniganj Thana and Joypurhal districts from Prime Minister's humanitarian assistance during Corona crisis. The relief materials included rice, pulse, potato, edible oil and cash money. Now, international news. Breaking all records, India today reported a massive surge of over 4,02,000 cases. With this, India became the first country in the world to register over 4 lakh infections in a single day, as many as 522 new deaths were also reported on the day. The cumulative caseload in the South Asian country now stands at 1,91,65,000 and the death toll from the virus has reached about 2,12,000. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll reaches about 31,96,000 and over 15,21,33,000 people have been infected globally. Viewers, now Sehri and Iftar timings for the capital and adjoining areas. Tonight's Sehri ends at 3:58 early in the morning in Dhaka and adjoining areas, while tomorrow's Iftar will be at 6:31 in the evening. Now news on sports. The Lankans scored 17 for 2 in the second innings. Earlier, Bangladesh were all out on 251 runs in the first innings in reply to Sri Lanka's 493 runs. Tamim Iqbal scored 92 runs, while Mominul Haq scored 49 and Mushfiqur Rahim scored 40 for Bangladesh. The first test between the host and Bangladesh ended in a tame draw. And now, to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Country's 36 lakh families affected by second wave of corona to get financial assistance. The program of sending cash directly through EFT to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina tomorrow. Bangladesh's foreign exchange reserves hit record $45 billion milestone even during corona situation. Government considering resumption of public transport after the ongoing lockdown ends, says Obaidul Qadir, urging the transport owners and workers to be patient. BNP leaders are seen on TV screen only, not seen by the sight of the country's people, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Food aid and cash distribution continues among unemployed people affected by corona situation through public-private initiatives. Record more than 4 lakh fresh corona cases identified in India in 24 hours. 3,523 people died from coronavirus during this period. And in Pallekele, Sri Lanka scored 17 runs for 2 wickets against Bangladesh in the second innings at the end of the third day of last of the 2-match test series. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you indeed for joining us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.